knows that I'll say that I am not a huge fan of pushing positive affirmations, because if you're not in a place where they are helpful, they can be harmful. And so you see post after post of list of positive affirmations, things like, I'm beautiful, I am enough, I'm perfect just the way that I am. And these kind of mantras can be wonderful if people are in a place that they can believe them or they can be helpful for them. Many of us, and most of the teens or the young adults that I see and that I'm working with, have really strong inner critics. And they don't even necessarily notice their inner critic. They've had this voice, this judgmental voice that is in the back of their mind all day. And unless it's particularly cruel that day, it's just kind of become the norm. And their inner cheerleader, their inner positive affirmations isn't very strong. It doesn't get a lot of experience. And so when we try and force it, when we try and say, tell yourself that you're beautiful, tell yourself that you're okay, our inner critic speaks up and says, like, no, you're not. And it's an automatic thought. It's not something that we have control of. And so by intentionally triggering the affirmation, we're actually activating our bully. And maybe our bully was quiet that morning, but we're giving our bully a chance to work out, because it's going to argue back. Before we jump to affirmations, because that's a big jump from criticism, we maybe want to start with compassion. We want to start with something that our mind can believe, so that there's nothing for our bully to argue back with. And so if our bully is saying, you are not okay, or you are not enough, rather than saying, I am enough, we might just say, it's really painful for me to feel like I'm not enough. I wish I didn't feel like this right now. May I show myself kindness in this moment. This moment's painful. And try and be kind to ourselves when we're feeling pain, rather than trying to contradict the pain. Many of the teens that I work with can be depressed and feel hopeless or helpless, and like happiness long term is just not an option for them. So working on this and actively seeing them experience happiness in the moment is something that I really love doing. And so my number one tip and favorite tool for doing this, for building that happiness long term, is accumulating positive experiences. And so this means exactly what it sounds like. So this is about intentionally engaging in activities that you enjoy, maybe that you used to enjoy if you're having a hard time currently enjoying things, things that maybe are on your bucket list. And I like to encourage people to do this in two different ways. To look at long-term goals, sort of those bigger bucket list kind of things. Looking at places you want to travel, adventures maybe that you want to have, and then day-to-day positive experiences, whether it's connecting with friends and being social, or having a favorite meal or snack, watching something that makes you laugh on YouTube. What are small experiences that you can intentionally incorporate into your life on a daily basis? And the more that we're doing things that we enjoy and we're incorporating it into our life, the more happiness that we're actively building.